Have you ever noticed why kind and soft people are ignored, while cold and bold people rise to power? Why fear gets more respect than kindness? The truth is simple. Fear rules this world. You fear others, and that fear makes you weak. But what if you could kill that fear and become the one others fear instead? To understand fear is to understand control. Not control over others, but the control they secretly have over you. Fear is not just a feeling, it is a chain. It wraps around your thoughts, your choices, your voice, and your actions. When you fear someone, you give them power without them doing anything. They live in your head, you adjust your words and your actions because of them. This is not strength, this is slavery. The one who fears is already defeated before the fight even begins. A fearful man may look strong, he may act confident, but fear leaks out in his hesitation, in his silence, in his need for approval, in his fear of conflict. Those without fear have a huge advantage, not because they are reckless, but because they are free. Fear clouds judgment. It makes threats look bigger. It makes consequences look worse. When you fear someone, you lift them up like gods and lower yourself like a servant. You forget they are also human, weak, insecure, and afraid like you. But in your mind, you make them untouchable. Living in fear means never living for yourself. You speak less than you should. You act smaller than you are. You hide yourself, hoping no one will attack you. But the world does not reward silence. It punishes it. People smell fear. Just like animals sense weakness, humans sense hesitation. They use it, they press on it, they control the one who is too afraid to resist. Fear makes you prey, and once others see it, they know exactly where to strike. Even worse, fear spreads. The more you show it, the more others treat you like a weak target. They bend your rules, waste your time, cross your limits. Why? Because you allow it. You train the world how to treat you by what you tolerate, and fear makes you tolerate too much. You stay silent at insults, you accept lies, you forgive betrayal, all because you don't want conflict. But conflict is where power is born. If you fear it, you will never hold it. The truth is, most of the people you fear are no stronger than you. Their power comes from boldness. They are not afraid of backlash, rejection, or hate. That is why people respect them. Meanwhile, your fear teaches people to test you, and each time you step back, they push harder. Fear does not protect you, it exposes you. The world is not fair. It is not ruled by kindness or morality. It is ruled by force, by those who dare to take what they want. The righteous man plays fair, obeys rules, waits for recognition. But the ruthless man rewrites the rules to serve his will. Power is never given to the good, it is taken by the bold. To be ruthless does not mean to be cruel for no reason. It means to act without hesitation, to strike when others freeze, to move when others doubt. The ruthless make decisions quickly while the righteous waste time thinking about right and wrong. And in that hesitation, the chance is gone, taken by someone who did not wait for permission. In the game of power, hesitation is poison. The ruthless are immune. They act like predators, calm, deliberate, and unbothered by judgment. Morality is useful only as a mask to protect image when needed. But when it weakens you, it must be dropped. The righteous cling to it at all costs. The ruthless use it as a tool and then throw it away. That is why they win. Here lies the paradox. People admire goodness but obey strength. They cheer for kindness but kneel before power. They love the underdog but follow the victor. The one who values image will always lose to the one who values results. Empires are built by hard decisions, not soft hearts. The ruthless man is hated, envied, misunderstood, but he does not care. Those who fear him will not cross him. Those who follow him feel protected under his shadow. Power demands this. Power does not belong to the pure, it belongs to the bold. Power comes from action, from daring to say what others only whisper, from doing what others fear to try, from refusing to kneel to comfort, approval, or the need to be liked. Ruthlessness is not about destroying for no reason. It is about purpose. It is about knowing what you want, knowing what blocks you and being willing to remove it without hesitation. Power does not grow from prayers or good wishes. It grows from clarity, silence, and bold movement. Those who fear to offend are crushed by those who never ask for permission. Kindness is valuable, but in the world of power, it is often mistaken for weakness. Those who lead with pure compassion, who give without caution, who forgive without limits, are often consumed by the very people they tried to help. In the brutal game of influence, strength is the only language both friends and enemies respect. Kindness without strength invites betrayal. Strength without kindness may create fear, but fear keeps order. Fear ensures respect is never confused with pity. Enemies do not respect the one who always forgives. They exploit him. Every concession made for peace tells them, "You can push me further." Every soft reply to aggression tells them, "There are no consequences." You may call it decency, they call it weakness. The predator does not admire the gentle deer. It hunts it with greater confidence. When people believe you will not strike back, they are more likely to attack. They will take more, disrespect more, demand more, because you have made it safe for them to harm you. This is the price of blind kindness. It does not calm enemies, it empowers them. It tells them they have power over you, not because they earned it, but because you gave it away to look good. True strength is not loud shouting or constant aggression. It is calm, unshakable presence. It is the posture of someone who refuses disrespect, who will not tolerate repeated offenses, and who acts with precision when the line is crossed. That strength builds respect, and respect builds lasting peace. Peace built only on kindness is weak and fragile. Peace built on strength and the fear of consequence is real. Many people believe kindness should be unconditional. They forget that the world does not reward purity, it rewards clarity. The clearest message to enemies is simple. I am fair, but not soft. I am reasonable, but not endlessly forgiving. I can give, but I will not allow myself to be taken from. Without that message, your kindness becomes a free resource. People take it without respect, without gratitude. Even those closest to you notice. When you never push back, friends start to take liberties. They dismiss your input, joke at your expense, make decisions without you. Not from hate, but because you trained them to. You taught them your kindness has no edge. Ironically, the feared are often more respected, even more trusted, than those who are only kind. People rely on the strong because they know where they stand. Boundaries are clear, rules are certain. Strength brings clarity, and in a world full of uncertainty, clarity is comfort. Enemies do not respect emotions or long speeches. They respect control. They respect the one who does not cry, but who strikes with precision when tested. They respect the one who remembers offenses long after others forget, and who does not hesitate when the moment for action comes. Kindness without the to be cruel is not strength, it is submission. A lion can afford to be gentle only because he can be deadly. His mercy has meaning because his power is unquestioned. Without that power, gentleness is not a virtue, it is weakness. Mercy is respected only when backed by the option of destruction. When mercy is shown because you have no other choice, it is dismissed. In the end, people do not remember your kindness. They remember how you responded when they crossed your limits. Did you break? Or did you cut a line so sharp they never dared cross again? Enemies don't study your heart. They study your backbone. They measure your silence. They test your patience. And if they find no resistance, they will push without end. Before you can stop fearing others, you must defeat the root of fear, yourself. The man who fears no one is not reckless. He is not blind to danger. He is fully aware of risks, but he has silenced the chaos within. The greatest enemies are not outside. They are inside. Pride, anger, insecurity, desperation. These voices weaken a man. They push him to overreact, to collapse under pressure, to serve someone stronger. The man who has not mastered himself will always end up serving the man who has. To be free from fear does not mean you feel nothing. It means you have discipline. You don't shake when challenged because you know who you are. You don't bend under pressure because solitude has hardened you. You have faced your weakness, your failures, and your doubts, and you came out stronger. Power is not about shouting louder than your enemies. Real power comes from silence, from being the one who doesn't flinch, the one who sees everything, waits, and acts only when necessary. The one who doesn't need to prove strength, because restraint already proves it. Control is the highest form of strength. Those without it are easy to provoke, easy to manipulate, easy to bait. They confuse emotional outbursts with courage. They speak when they should listen, they act when they should wait. Their fear hides under ego and impulsiveness. But true power does not panic. It waits, it watches, and when it moves, it strikes with finality. The man who fears no one cannot be bribed, blackmailed, or emotionally trapped. Why? Because he is not ruled by desire. He doesn't chase applause. He doesn't hunger for approval. He acts from choice, not from need. He has stripped away illusions, the very illusions that make others predictable. He knows his worth, his limits, and his mission. That is what makes him untouchable. You cannot control a man who has nothing to hide and nothing to prove. The world controls most people through fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of being alone. It whispers, play small or you won't be accepted. Stay quiet or you'll be punished. And so, most men shrink themselves to fit a system designed to keep them weak. But the man who has killed his fear no longer asks for permission. He is not reckless, he is sovereign, he lives by his own code, and that code cannot be broken by threats. Even under pressure, he stays calm. His mind sees beyond the moment. While others rush with panic or anger, he waits with clarity. This clarity is his weapon. It allows him to spot openings others miss. It allows him to strike with precision when the time is right. He does not need to be loud. His presence alone changes the atmosphere. Enemies feel it, in his eyes, in his stillness, in the way he does not react to provocation. They sense no panic, no insecurity, no need to please. That terrifies them, because they cannot find leverage, they cannot predict him, they cannot own him. The man who fears no one has already walked through fire. He has already suffered, lost, and risen again. He is not afraid of being broken because he has rebuilt himself before. His confidence is not noisy, but absolute. It cannot be taught, it must be earned through hardship, through solitude, through quiet defiance. What makes him fearless is not arrogance. It is discipline, self-mastery, and a ruthless clarity of purpose. He does not chase safety, he creates it. He does not seek peace through pleasing others. He achieves peace by being the kind of man no one dares to provoke. He is dangerous not because he wants to harm, but because he has the strength not to. And when he finally acts, it is so precise that resistance is useless. You were not born to bow to the world. You were not made to flinch at the opinions of lesser men. You were not created to beg for approval from those who will never give you power. The path to sovereignty is not paved with kindness or morality or fear. It is carved in silence, forged through discipline, marked by the cold decisions others are too afraid to make. The man who fears no one is not without feeling. He is without illusion. He sees the world as it is, not as he wishes it to be. He knows power does not obey morality, but will. He knows enemies will keep testing until you give them a reason to stop. Respect is not earned by generosity, it is earned through decisive action. He does not wait to be chosen. He chooses. He does not hope to be protected. He becomes dangerous. His power begins where fear ends, and fear ends when you master yourself. If you are tired of being overlooked, disrespected, underestimated, remember this: you don't need to be loved. You don't need to be understood. You need to be undeniable. Fear no one, and the world will begin to fear you.